It's the evening of day 22. I've completed the takeover of the city of Tikrit, and now I'm going to take out Mexico. So what's my plan? My army here is going to split up to where I'll start bombarding. The way I'm splitting them up is I'm easily outnumbering my opponent. I'm moving troops. I've just taken this AI province, and my main bulk force is going to hit the middle. Now, I'm not expecting much resistance. I don't actually know how many troops he has in Rawa, even though he just took it from the AI. The troops I have in the southern part are going to get reinforcements, and they're going to wait him out until day change and until my balloon can get over there to see what's going on. Expecting this to be quick, and the goal is twofold. One, I need to take over the river. Two, I need to push the AI here, and I need to invade right here. Now, I could also invade here, but the point is one province to defend from Mexico. I'm not going to attack Mexico proper. I want him to have all these territories that has no oil. And so he has to continually fight against Colombia and Argentina because he's at war with them both right here, Colombia and Argentina. And I'll contain him that way. And once he gives up, I'll push closer. The main priority is take the river back, get him off the river, get a bridgehead here, and then try to take the next city. Because I need to take 4 of them. This will be my number 2. And that's the plan. You know, I'm going to bed now, but I'm really confident that he's just going to run away. I have the oil, and I'm churning out the fancy toys now. And he's also been very distracted fighting Colombia and Argentina. Furthermore, I'm realizing money is becoming an issue. This is different than a normal game. Resources are almost plentiful, for lack of a better word. I am building harbors everywhere I can because they don't consume oil and gas. And my oil and gas are getting lower and lower, which is going to be a problem. What are you going to do? Actually stopping building cavalry, and I've changed my resources here, consume less grain, so I get more grain. You can see it's 256 versus 19 fish. The reasoning is if I go to the stock market, you can see grain prices are pretty good relative to fish, 9.2. I'm actually trying to sell grain. The reason is I just need cash. I'm just low on cash, and everything is so cheap. Everything is like a great deal besides grain. So I'm trying to really get the grain going. But yeah, that's my plan. I think this is going to go really well. I'm interested to see what Mexico's going to do in the morning. Now I'm going to just declare war. Normally I like to do this in the mornings. I feel like I'm kind of rushed. So let's see what he does. And I feel rushed because of Spain. Spain has taken this city so early. It's already at 100% morale. That's scary. I don't know what Spain's doing, but I don't like it. I'd say I'm solidly in second place. I was also looking at the newspaper, and Spain has been ahead of me consistently. Where here you could see the largest economies. Mexico has more resources than me, and I just declared war on them, which is very confusing. I've been really strategic in not taking bad provinces. And bad, I mean like single resource provinces. So that'll be interesting. Spain's really far ahead, 174. So that will be interesting. I still feel good about winning. Right now, it is what it is. I think I'm going to win this. It's the morning, an hour and some change before day change. Mexico is running. Mexico has abandoned his position, placed troops to catch the revolts before day change, and we're moving out. I'm going to be consolidating all my fancy troops here because I'm assuming he's moving to this location because he's going to either hold it or run away. And if he holds it, I need to attack in force and smash him. Yeah, that's the plan. Quite far away from him. I guess one disadvantage of attacking at night. This is going well. I have no problems here. Now the river troops could slowly start moving these guys here, these 60 infantry away. I'm keeping these 30 for now, but these bottom 30, I'm going to slowly start moving them to the capital once they get up closer to full health. And as they get closer, then I'll move them, not to the capital, but to my relocation spot. Reinforcements need to go here. Things are going fine. No complaints. AI's attacking me. That's not great. What are you going to do about it? So we'll do it like that. While I'm pushing this way, I need to prepare a landing bridge to land here. I might choose this spot because it has a coal and I want to build a railroad. I'd rather do it on a coal, going to build a railroad on a coal anyways, rather than a fish or a wood single resource province. But I'm kind of undecided on that. Let's see if I've done any damage or if he just ran away. Okay, I've taken out 3,000, which isn't a lot. I'll take it. Oh, this could go here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I'll just move the stuff up here. And I was thinking eventually I'm going to move my capital right here to this city because I think that'll be close enough to what I want to do. So if I need four cities, these would be the easiest four without having to fight the biggest player in the game. So I could move my city here eventually, but I think right here is fine. It's still an improvement because by building it here, I'll be closer to the territories that I own. And so with the territories that I own, get a better morale boost. But we'll see. I'm going to wait until it becomes noticeable because right now my morale is pretty strong before I do anything like that. If I was in his position, I would retreat too. I also wouldn't have taken this AI. He took over this land while I was taking to crit. It's like, and we were right next to each other. Like, obviously I'm going to invade you. Don't do that. If you wanted to take the city, you should have made landfall in one spot like I did and fortify it and then fight me right here in the city. Because now you're just wide open. You have too much land to protect. Also, if you look at his troops, trust me on this one too, even though there's a question mark right here. But if you look at these troops, the morale's horrible. Why? Because he's sitting on low morale provinces. I've taken them here, but look at this, like 25%, 56%, where my guys are closer to 100% because I have my relocation spot, my gathering spot in a COD, and I've built up the morale here. Now, lastly, okay, he's not at war with anyone new. I'm only saying that because I see smoke right here in Al Zab, and I see smoke here with Chile. Chile has not finished the city though. There's two more garrisons here, and there's Norway who has that garrison, and Norway's still in the game. So that'll be interesting. Chile's hurting pretty bad. Japan and the garrison. Okay, he's not at war with Norway. He's at war with Japan who gave up. That's a bummer. And then Norway, just the garrison. Very interesting. Wonder how that'll unfold. And I wonder if Mexico will run. Because if Mexico was going to run, this army here should have ran across the sea by now. Like, you gained enough ground. I am very interested to see what he has for garrisons and such, because I see Mosul doesn't have anyone here. No, I'm not against going in over here. I'm just not going to hold the territory. Just go in, raid it. Don't try to guard it for revolts, things like that. That's not a problem. Every now and then have a strike group here that goes in and just cleans house, comes back home, kills a bunch of them, gets his morale low, makes his troops weakened. Like, that's something I'm open to. But yeah, my goals now is you can see I've changed the wood. If anything, I need more wood. And the reasoning is I need to build harbors in all these provinces because it's a long-term cheap way of boosting the morale without paying that railroad upkeep. I don't want to dip into my oil, and you can see my gas has already gone down. Like, I'm going to start going negative on oil soon. Not negative on oil, but my daily consumption for oil is going to have to change soon, and I don't want that to happen. That is one little thing I can do to outcompete Spain. I'm hoping that Spain doesn't utilize his economy as well as I do, so I can have more oil than him. Now, I don't know if that will work, but it is what it is. You know, maybe I'll just be better at him on the battlefield. Been bombarding Mexico all night. You can see I haven't lost anyone, and he's lost 64 casualties. Now, this was very successful, and I'm thinking he's giving up. Now, why do I think that? Mexico's right here. He's at war with this AI and this AI. Argentina here is also here. And Colombia has gained ground since last time I looked. This tells me that this is just too much to handle, and him just not retreating across the river was just okay, I'm done. I'm guessing. Furthermore, Spain has landed. Spain is now in a very great spot here, and my plans have to change. Now, what are my plans? Well, first I was going to go up here in the north to the northern city here. Chile has taken the city center, part of the suburbs. So I was just going to go over here and take Chile's spot. You could say Chile's number 3. I'm number 2, and Spain's number 1. Basing that on how quickly we've taken the city centers. Spain has taken the city center days before me, then I've taken it, and then Chile just took the city center. Chile's rivals are dropping out, which is a problem. Chile is at war with Japan, which is great. Japan's right here. So Japan is still messing with them. So that's good. Someone's messing with him. But I'm not too worried about Chile. I'm actually not too worried about Mexico because this was such a bad maneuver on his part. In reality, I'm concerned about Spain. Now look at Spain's global politics. So Spain is at war with Persia and an AI. Now Persia's right here, which is great. Persia is also just at war with other people. Persia is at war with 8 other countries. And the biggest one is Hejaz. Now, Hejaz is right here. I don't understand it, but for some reason, Hejaz is just surrounding this city and not giving it to anyone else. I don't even know if Hejaz is at war with the city center. Yeah, they are. So they are at war with Basra. So Hejaz is at war with Persia. Persia's at war with Spain. Romania here is an AI, last I looked. And then this is just Ottoman AI stuff. I need to change my strategy. Instead of fighting Chile up here, which I think would be very easy, I need to go here because Spain is the most competent person. I can't let them get this garrison. Like, the amount of oil is doubled from these highly massive oil areas. Furthermore, I'm convinced that the infantry here do produce quicker. So I am going to be building barracks here. I was going to build them anyways because I build them on double resources. That was just something interesting. Baitra really puts recruitment based on the base unit production. If a province builds more, it recruits more infantry, which makes sense. All right, but this is that. Like, I'm feel pretty good about all of this. My goal with Mexico is to just hit him when he shows up. I'm not that worried about him. And I'm going to start moving troops back to my rally point here, where there's a high morale. Already done this, but you could see arrows here and here. I'm starting to put infantry and artillery, group them up and start pushing. You can see this up here. And with an AI, you just need 1 artillery. Speaking of that, if I only need 1 artillery, I could just bring a bunch right here to get them going quicker. I mean, this should be dead soon. And the goal is just to shoot them with an overwhelming defensive force so they come out of the fort and attack you. And that's it. I'm going to start steamrolling through. I realize that this AI has a capital, so I would like to take this capital. But my goal is to be very aggressive, take the river. I'm not going to even go for the city. I'm going to just hit Spain and mess with them and get him out of the river. And then I could deal with the city center. Maybe I could take his city center. And then I just have to take Chile's. And then I win the game. This is a more safer approach. I just can't let the number 1 player in the game take a city. And I'm very glad the AI took this spot. I'm hoping Spain is not competent so I can beat him up real well. But yeah, that's the goal. Pushing out Mexico was super easy. And I'll have to decide how many troops I want here to defend against Mexico, and if Mexico's just given up. I do need balloons. But yeah, this is interesting. I wonder why Persia is at war with them. I want to see. Persia is slightly beating Hejaz on unit kills. Persia is getting annihilated by Abyssinia. Oh man, they must have attacked a garrison. Okay, war declared against Spain. Okay. Persia is the one who declared war on Spain. So you can see Spain has so many resources. Hejaz has more than me and Abyssinia and Mexico. I'm Great Britain. This is a day old. So, I mean, Mexico's not going to have more resources than me. But I have more oil, so I'm not actually scared about this. I'm not scared of Hejaz and Abyssinia either. I'm going to have a lot more fancy toys than them. Spain's the problem. Spain just took that city so quickly. They have to go. And I'm hoping Persia actually does something. So I think Persia just declared war officially, but hasn't done anything yet. I think that's going to really put Spain off balance. Hopefully they'll give me enough time to get over here because I have a lot of ground to cover. It also would be nice if Spain declares war on the garrison, but then I come in and swoop in. So that way the AI is on my side and the AI can start pushing also. Maybe I'll give the AI right away access, who knows. But yeah, this is heating up. This is going to be very interesting.